Hey, what's up everybody? This video is going to be really helpful for a lot of people. It's going to show how to get the best in slot trinkets for PvE and PvP. PvE not necessarily, but for PvP for sure. Because a lot of the PvE trinkets are a lot better than the PvP trinkets. Even though the PvP trinkets give like 1000 or so PvP power, a lot of the PvE trinkets are way better. Like right here, I have Breath of the Hydra. This is on my Ellie. And Breath of the Hydra is best in slot on my Ellie. It gives 1,218 haste, and it has a chance to grant me like 5,000 something 77 intellect for like 30 seconds in PvP. It's a bit ridiculous. So basically, I'm gonna teach you how to get them. Now you are gonna have to do looking for raids. So basically, what you're gonna want to do first off to figure out what you need to do to be able to get them, you're gonna open up your dungeon journal down here. Now what you're going to do is you're going to go to the Raids tab and you're going to look at Throne of Thunder. Now you have to go up here to the top right of here and you have to set it to 25-man Raid Finder. And what you can do is you can click on the loot after you've done that, the loot tab right there. And then you have to set the gear filter. Now don't set it for elemental enhancement restoration. For example, like I wouldn't set it for elemental. Set it for all specializations and then for your class. So I'm just gonna go shaman for example. So for shaman, it's showing all the gear that drops off the bosses for all specs. So you can look at some of the cool transmog you can get, but what you're gonna want to do is scroll to the very bottom, and this is where all the trinkets are. Now you'll notice that a lot of these will be different. Like this one's agility, so this will be for enhance, and then this one right here is spirit, and it has some pretty cool use or pretty cool equip and unused trinkets. Or, I mean abilities. But for example, like if we go right here, here's my Breath of the Hydra. But so what you can do if you want to get more specific, you can select your specific spec and then look at the trinkets for it. There's only about 4 here for casters, but they're all pretty good. It really depends on your spec. Like for this one has like intellect, and equip. Your damaging spells have a chance to grant 100% critical strike chance for 4 seconds. Like for example, in PvP, that's way better than a PvP trinket. Way better. So basically what you're gonna do is you have to go and look through all of these bosses, and for each tab go through the specs and see if any cool trinkets drop. And what you're gonna want to do is mark down on a piece of paper like, oh, this boss drops a cool trinket for enhance or resto or something like that. And then what you're gonna do for each of these bosses, like for example, let's say, oh, I want to get a cool elemental trinket. I want to get Breath of the Hydra. I look here, elemental, oh, it drops off of Magera. So what you have to do is when you actually go to do the looking for raid, which you queue for right here, Raid Finder, first you have to do Last Stand of the Zandalari, and then all of these ones right here will unlock after you've done them in a sequence. So basically what you do is, let's say, oh, I want the Breath of the Hydra. When you get to Magera, what you do is you go up to your loot specialization, and what you can do is you can set it for elemental enhanced restoration. So this is where the dungeon journal comes in handy, because you can look, oh, torture trinket for enhance, for example. I'll just say that. Oh, enhance, cool, he drops cool wrists. I want those wrists. So when you're on Tortos, you can go and set your loot specialization to enhancement. And then let's say I get on Magera and I really want to get that Breath of the Hydra. For example, right here, for elemental, it drops Breath of the Hydra. Holy, I want that. So what you do is you go here, set your loot specialization for elemental. Oh my god, elemental, it dropped. Breath of the Hydra, cool, got it now. And you can rack up all these trinkets every single fight that you do. Another tip that I'd like to give you guys is you can go and do the dailies on the Isle of Thunder, I think it is, and you get these lesser charms of good fortune, and you can turn them in. There's a quest giver in each of the main cities for Mogu Runes of Fate. Basically what they allow you to do is have an extra loot chance on a boss. So let's say for example I'm on Magera right here and I really want Breath of the Hydra, but when we down it, it doesn't drop. Basically it'll come back up and it'll say roll again for one of these tokens, right? So you press roll again and it has a chance to roll and give you another loot chance. Now a lot of the times it's gold, but sometimes it'll give you like gear, and it's really good. But anyways guys, that's how you get the best in slot trinkets. I have a couple of them on my warrior too. There's some like really awesome trinkets. I really suggest you guys just check out what you want to get. Like right here, you can go Death Knight. I want to see Death Knight, all specializations. We'll go Throne of Thunder, loot, and then we'll go and look at the trinkets at the bottom. And there's some awesome, awesome trinkets. I suggest you guys do this. It'll help your PvP a lot. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a good one.